Aloha, good afternoon. My name is Joe. If you're a repeat viewer, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, Lords of the Fly, welcome. As my first video reported, I am 73 years old, and 3 years ago, in February of 2022, I suffered 2 strokes. An ischemic stroke, which is when the blood clot impedes the flow of blood to the brain. And then when I was administered medicine to break the clot up, it created a second stroke called a hemorrhagic stroke, which is the flood of blood creating the new impediment, blocking, again, oxygen to the brain. So 2 strokes on the same day. And I was not conscious, but part of me thought I was a goner. I'm thankful that I survived that. I'm thankful for the Holy Spirit, who I believe was that inner presence that kept me somewhat conscious, that helped me to at least comprehend that my wife had come home early. What a blessing that was, that her supervisor told her to go home early that particular day, because she found me in time and called the medical services, who then transported me to the local hospital. And the rest is just one big, amazing Thanksgiving for me. Anyway, that was 3 years ago. I initially recovered. I worked hard with my different therapies, my physical therapy, my cognitive therapy, my occupational therapy. I worked really hard, and in a surprisingly short time, a matter of several days rather than several weeks or months, I was able to be picked up by my wife and my daughter. They brought me home, and I continued to take more therapy at a local hospital. The Holy Spirit has always been present in me. Since then, I asked the Holy Spirit to indwell me. I asked the Holy Spirit to be my business partner on eBay. I'm asking the Holy Spirit to be present with me here on YouTube. I have mentioned several times in my YouTube videos that I have lowered my expectations, knowing that I would have to speak into the void, so to speak, for 11 months, a year perhaps, before I could see any substantive returns. But here we are, 2 days shy of 4 weeks into this YouTube venture. And I gotta admit, I'm saying these words that I didn't think I would say to you. I'm somewhat discouraged because I haven't had any comments. Maybe there's something I'm failing to turn on in my YouTube channel. Again, I'm not tech savvy. I'm using very simple equipment, my iPhone and a tripod. I don't use notes. I don't have a teleprompter. I'm kind of free-flowing with this, speaking impromptu, extemporaneously. Excuse me. But I'm giving it the best shot. And I do see some improvement in that I'm able to feel more comfortable speaking into the camera. I feel good about that. But I would feel so much better if I could just see one iota of progress. Just one subscriber. So I apologize for this. I'm inviting you to be my first subscriber if you feel inclined to be that way. I've entitled this video Vacation because I am thinking seriously about taking a leave of absence from my work. That's one definition of vacation. I'm also vacating what I've been hearing the YouTube mentors talk about, and that is to be consistent and to go all in. I'm going to vacate that premise. I'm going to follow my gut. I'm going to follow my intuition. I'm going to try to follow what that inner voice tells me, that Holy Spirit talking to me. I am going to use this time where I vacate from all those things and indulge myself full-time in responding to other people's videos. If I don't see any return on my YouTube channel, I can at least be of some help to other YouTubers who are either starting out or have been doing this for a little bit longer than me. I'm going to make comments that are constructive and encouraging, and thereby hopefully build a semi or some form of a network. Perhaps, and I'm just going by my intuition here, my gut feeling. I don't know. I'm not advising that you do this. It's just something that came to mind. And it came to mind, again, I give the Holy Spirit a lot of credit for pushing me over the edge and getting involved in YouTube in the first place. So I'm kind of really trying to listen to that inner voice. And the inner voice is telling me I need to network, not to ask other people to return me subscription for subscription. I'm not doing that. That would be illegal according to the YouTube policies. What I'm doing is trying to network just for network's sake, just to have a community. I'm not getting any comments, so I don't even have a community. I don't even know how to start a community on YouTube. I just thought that all of this would happen organically. And again, it's only been four weeks into this, but I'm human. And as a human, I'm expecting some kind of small encouragement or some kind of small return. I've had comments by virtue of writing comments initially to other YouTubers. So in that sense, I've gotten comments, but I haven't gotten organic comments that were initiated by someone else for me to see for the first time so that I could respond back. So there are things that, because of my lack of tech experience or tech savvy, that I'm pretty sure I'm doing wrong. And I was hoping that in time I would learn how to deal with these things, but I don't have the answers. I can't go to a book because the book doesn't address those things. I guess I could go to other people's videos, but I'm not sure who's talking about it, and I don't have time to go search for specific issues like that. So I'm just going to find people that I think are relatively new, people that are interesting to me, people like myself who are eBay resellers, whom I have a lot of knowledge about eBay, so I could start there. I could also go and encourage people who like myself, have had strokes and are attempting to start or maintain their YouTube channels. I definitely have some experience with that, so I definitely can be of some encouragement. And that is all I ever wanted in my mission on YouTube, and that is to be an encouragement to others. So I'm labeling this vacation with the hope inside that I do not lose my drive, that I continue to have the tenacity to come back and give this my all. Because I find that I am improving in my ability to speak impromptu or extemporaneously. I'm able to feel more comfortable speaking into a camera and imagining that there are people out there. I always envision that I'm talking to my future self, 2037, 12 years from now, when I'm 85 years old, to my children and my grandchildren of the future, and who will be teenagers or in their early 20s by then, and some may be in their early 30s. And I don't know. I've got grandsons who are going to be in their mid to late 30s by then. And who knows, I might be a great grandpa in 2037. But whatever, I just thought it would be a cool and fun thing to speak to my future self, so that my future self 12 years from now can look back in time and smilingly reminisce about how the going went in 2025 and how I almost felt like giving up just a month into this YouTube venture. And I hope that my future self is more than thankful at that point that I didn't give up and that I kept going at it. And part of my being on here, my mission is to encourage you in real time that when you turn into my channel, you still see me present, that I haven't gone anywhere, that I haven't kicked the bucket, that I'm still here. And and that some of my content on a secondary level can be encouraging and optimistic and an incentive for you to either start your own YouTube channel or to maintain your YouTube channel and to not give up like me. I'm very thankful that I'm here on YouTube. I'm thankful for this community. I ask the Holy Spirit to indwell me and help me to be a blessing in my eBay community and now here in my YouTube community. Just like I pray every day for the Holy Spirit to help me be a blessing in my local community, to my family of origin, to my nuclear family, to my extended family, to my family in the present and in the future. As you'll notice, my avatar for this channel is an old picture of myself during the days when I used to run 5 to 10 miles a day and do lightweight repetitions to keep my tone. So that was me when I was in my 30s. I'm 73 now, and I'm speaking to my future self, 85. So venue for me doesn't only mean location, it also means time, because the way I look at it, and I always try to emulate what God has done for me, and I try to see from God's perspective. I mean, he spoke the world and the universe into existence, and every living thing he spoke into existence. I emulate him by being a creator myself, except the creations that I have are content creations here on YouTube. And I speak from the heart because I don't have anything in front of me, no notes or anything like that. So, and I don't want to rely on my memory with my broken mind that is still in the process of being healed and recovered. I thank God for the new brain cells, and I thank God for the umption and the savvy and the moxie to hang in there. But I need this break. One, I think it'll just give me a fresh start, and I think taking a break might even rev up, kind of like the choke on a lawnmower before the lawnmower starts. And perhaps networking with people will have its own reward in that they will return comments and feedback to me. And I can't fathom how, but if for any reason you found value in this video, please, I invite you to be my first subscriber. I'm not imploring you, I'm not begging you. Please know that. I'm just inviting you. And we'll see how this goes. In one of my playlists, I began an eBay talk about one of my hauls to an eBay thrift store, to a thrift store nearby, and I enjoyed doing that, and I actually got some views on that. So in the interim, I might do more eBay videos, but I really would like to stay with this because I'm so thankful and I want to give back to the community what the Lord has given me, and that is a fresh start, a new chance. I'm not religious, but I am spiritual, so every now and then you'll hear me wax spiritual about Bible verses or what being a Christian is all about for me, and the hope that I have each day when I wake up. I have affirmations, and I want to share with you about three of them, 3 of the 7 affirmations that I say daily. 1, I choose to be happy. I choose to be happy. So even though I feel like giving up, I choose to be happy. I am very grateful for all that I have. I am capable of achieving great things, and that's why I'm sticking it out here on YouTube. That even though the returns are non-existent, even though this feels like talking into the void, just like God said that his words would not return to him void, I believe the content creation I'm creating will not return to me void. That at some point, by whatever, however this works, however the algorithm on YouTube works, I have no clue. But at some point, I'll see some returns and be able to monetize my channel, which honestly is one reason why I'm here. I'd like to get a second stream of income. to complement and supplement my eBay income. So, again, my name is Joe. My channel is Lords of the Fly. Welcome back anytime, folks. I'm going to take a short break, a short vacation, if you will, and I'm going to do some constructive things. I'm not going to give up. I will be back. But thank you for being with me today to hear these words. And hopefully these will be the most negative words you'll ever hear from me, because I really want to be positive and encouraging to this population. Thank you very much to the mentors who have helped me just by virtue of having videos that I could watch for hours and that helped push me over the line, along with the Holy Spirit, to start doing this in the first place. I'm almost 4 weeks into doing this, and I earnestly pray that I will do this for years. If it takes that long to see some returns, then so be it. But I would hate to think that I gave up just before good things started happening. So I'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye for now.